It's an egg. Do you want it? I've got a ton of these, okay? So, for real, I'm going to talk about this egg today because our conversation is all around marketing and sales, doing what you need to do to bring in some extra revenue. Today, I challenge you to take the fire sale challenge. But before we get there, let me start here by saying, hey, 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 it's your girl, LaShonda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. I help entrepreneurs make sense of making money online. Hopefully, I am right on time for you if working on your sales goals is something that you would like to do. If you are new to me, welcome, welcome. Feel free to share this out because sharing is caring. Tag your business besties, get them into this virtual building so that we can have this amazing conversation today. And I'm actually excited about this. This is inspired by a really random visit to AC Moore Craft Store that's in my area. This visit was totally random today, but it impacted me in a big way. And as entrepreneurs, we need to be able to take those things that happen in our lives as consumers and really get our marketing on, right? And really figure out how we can take those consumer experiences and flip them to create better experiences for our customers. So, AC Moore in my area is actually sadly closing. It's a craft store here. And one of my mentees that came out to my Fire Start Your Year workshop, she loves crafts. So she went there yesterday and said, oh my God, there were so many cool things. You need to go. So as she was leaving, my workshop was 3 days. As all my favorite ladies were leaving yesterday, I said, okay, we're going to go to AC Moore, right? And my hubby said, let's go before, the sale, they close the doors. So anyway, right now, everything is 80% off. And literally, this was 8 cents. This little eggie right here was 8 cents. Of course, I was like, give me all of them. And my hubby looked at me like, really, LaShonda? I said what I said. Give me all the eggs. So now I have like a bagazillion of these. I know that's not a word, but I'm going to make it one. Okay. A bagazillion of these eggs. Okay. Literally 8 cents. So after I grabbed like a whole bunch of stuff, right? The guy at the cash register, he goes, you saved $208 today. So like I spent 30 bucks and saved $208, which is freaking crazy, right? It's freaking crazy. So I figured, you know what? I actually want to talk to you guys about what you need to do to strategically work on your revenue goals. And let me minimize the sound here. I want to be able to, because I want to be able to see you guys on Facebook. And hey, Levon. Hey, Don. Welcome, my dears. Welcome, welcome. Yours is closing too. Oh, man. There's so many brick and mortar stores that are closing, right? And I said, look, I don't want us, you and me as entrepreneurs, I don't want us to be out of business. So if you want to stay in business, you got to be strategic and intentional. And one thing that you need to do consistently is to get your best customers, your true fans, to come back. Work on consistently generating repeat revenue. So today, the AC Moore experience that I had inspired me to actually share with you a fire sale challenge. Okay. Fire sales, when you drop everything and you're like, look, it's on fire. It's going away real soon. Get it now before it's gone, right? So I challenge you to do a fire sale today. I actually was like, you know what? I'm just going to set up a cool fire sale because right now, AC Moore, everything is like 80% off. So I said, I'm going to do something super cool, add it to my website. But I said, you know what? I'm going to take this up a notch. I'm going to actually show you guys exactly what I did to put this bad boy together. Okay. So, number one, you can take a look at my fire sale because it's 24 hours over at sistersense.com. And number two, I'm going to walk you through 5 things that you can do to work on creating your own fire sale this week. Excited? Yay. Okay. So, jumping right in, the first recommendation is dollar deals. Okay. Now, maybe you don't want to give away stuff for 8 cents like they did. Like they're like crazy marking stuff down. But a dollar is a great way to create an experience where you can give people an opportunity to get some of your good at a reduced rate. Okay. Now I've got a ton of dollar deals over on my fire sale. What I want you to do is to think about some of the products that you've created, especially those products, to be honest with you, that you've created maybe last year or a year before. They're older products, right? That are maybe just sitting there collecting dust. How about you bring them back, put them out there, and reduce them to $1? Okay. Humble One commented, "Aw, hey, Humble One, thank you for watching. Welcome, y'all. Hey, Turquoise Blue. Feel free to share this out, y'all. Remember to share this out and turn on alerts and notifications wherever you are watching right now so that you can see when I'm live so you can jump on here live with me. Okay. So, number one is dollar deals. And I love that my girl Turquoise Blue is in the building because she is the crafty sister who actually inspired me to go to AC Moore yesterday. Okay, so Rhonda, I got this for like 8 cents. It's crazy. It's crazy. The cutest little things. They're gonna be behind me. I've got floating shells coming here because I need to decorate behind me. It's kind of blah. So I got a ton of stuff, and this one was super cute. But anyway, I say that to say the first thing that I want you guys to think about is, can you do some dollar deals? Okay. Maybe there are things that you can roll back. I always talk about like Walmart rollback prices, right? Where you can go there and you can show people the retail rate that you've rolled it back. Now, for me, I extend dollar deals to not just be things that are $1, but honestly, I extend it to stuff that's under $10. So $2, $3, $5, $7. I'll be stretching that thing. Right? So what I actually did, and you guys can let me know if you have an online store. Do you have an online store? OS yes or OS no? Okay. OS meaning online store. Drop that into the comment box for me. And by the way, if you're watching me on the replay side, always remember to drop into the comment box hashtag replays rock. So, my online store, I created a category called dollar deals. And then I put the things in there that I wanted to put on sale for the next 24 hours in there. Some of them are $1, $2, $3, $5. All of them are digital products. So honestly, it doesn't matter how much I charge for them. It's not going to cost me anything, right? So this is something ideally is that you would do for physical digital products versus physical ones. Obviously, you don't want to sell services at $1 unless somebody else is doing it, right? But even then, who wants to sell a service for $1? So digital products, number one, stuff that maybe you previously created a year or two or plus ago. Number two, being able to automatically just roll back the price, change the prices so people don't have to use coupon codes, right? They go there, it's super clear, it's done, right? That's number one. Dollar deals. Okay. Number two that I've got for you is to create a 2-for-1 special. So that's an opportunity for you to say, hey, BOGO, buy one, get one free. Either the same thing of the same type or two different things that you've put together. Okay. So I had so much fun at my Fire Start Your Year weekend workshop this past weekend here in North Carolina. Some of y'all were like, I missed it. The next one is in April. The goal is that we are going to be in Myrtle Beach. So let's see. Let's see. But outside of me doing the North Carolina weekend workshop, the week before that, I did a webinar workshop, right? So I said, look, the webinar is totally awesome because number one, you get the webinar plus you get a bonus, right? Then I said, number two, I'm going to give you 2 webinars. So you get the opportunity to watch this year's Fire Start Your Year webinar workshop. And then my favorite webinar for Fire Start Your Year, where I show you how to map out your master plan. So 2 webinar workshops in one. That's a twofer. So I want you to think about, can you do something like that? Now, for that particular website, you'll see that the web platform that I'm using, it's a sophisticated sales funnel. So I'm in a position to put one option at the top and then the other option at the bottom so people can easily select the one that they want. And I've also made it so that they can easily get the reduced rate of the 2 for, because the coupon is already in there. So yes, you can give people coupon codes, but I'm a big advocate of making it super easy for people and integrating the coupon codes strategically wherever I can. So I want you to think about, again, those rollback rates, or if you are going to put in coupon codes, can you make it as easy as possible for your customers to have a great experience and grab all the good? Kind of like everybody in AC Moore right now that's like, put it in the car, put it in the car. So now let me tell you the funniest thing, right? I said, look, I'm not spending more than $20 because I was in here yesterday. And I spent $15 yesterday. I'm not spending more than $20. So I had a little cart, right? So my hubby's sitting there waiting for me, as men do when they're in the store with you, and they're like, look, don't go crazy, okay? Sitting there looking on his cell phone. Left him with my little cart, came back, he had a shopping cart. I was like, what the hell? I don't want a shopping cart. What happened? He's like, they're selling everything, right? So somebody bought all the little carts. So they had to take our stuff out of the little cart because somebody bought the little cart. They're selling everything, the carts, the bins, the shelves, everything. It's not a game. It is not a game, right? So I want you to think about, can you put together two things and combine them? So number two, you can create a two for special for your audience. Again, make it as easy as possible for them to get that good from you. Okay, that's number two. So let's dig into number three. Hey, Yandel, welcome, my dear. Welcome. So number three for me is kind of twofold. And I say that because number one, as I mentioned to you, you could give people two things as part of number two. Number three, you can give them three, right? Three things as a really great reduced rate. So I want you to think about, do you already have a couple of things where you've put three things into a nice little bundle and you can easily just drop the price on that and say, here, take that. I actually have 3 lead magnet templates and they're already in a bundle. So it's really easy for me to just drop the rate for my 24-hour fire sale. Okay. So I want you to think about, if you do have 3 parts or 3-piece bundles already created, or can you quickly create one? Okay. So that's something for you to consider. Now, I didn't do it for this fire sale, but last time I did a really great promotion. I took one of my 3-hour bundles and I said, look, I'm going to give you all 3 hours for the price of one, which was like, oh my God, it was what I call an FIO, a freaking irresistible offer, right? So you want to work on your FIO skills, things that people have been like looking at and waiting for you so they can grab it at an awesome reduced rate. Okay. So that's something that I want you to consider. Now, again, I said to you that number three is twofold. So I want you to think about number one of the three is, can you take 3 things and put it together? Or do you already have 3 things that you are together that you can drop the rate? Or, because number 3 is the middle of this list of 5 things, can you just slice it in the middle? Can you do a half off promotion? So you're like, look, I'm going to give you all this good that I got right here at a reduced rate of half off. So I've done a couple of those as part of my fire sale, and I want you to think about you being able to do something similar as well. Now, as I'm sharing you through these 5 recommendations, I'm also talking about little things that I've put together on my sales pages to work with conversions. Now, I don't know if you heard me say this, but I'm going to say it again. It's a 24-hour fire sale. Okay. You can do them for 4 hours. You can do, actually, one of my favorite companies that I follow right now, because it's MLK Day today, right? All honor and appreciation to Martin Luther King, everything that he did for us so we could do the things that we need to do to have our dreams come true, right? So for real, they've got an MLK weekend fire sale happening, and it's 3 days. So today is the last day. Mine is just 24 hours, and I challenge you to do something that's 24 hours. Okay. Now, one of the things that you'll notice is you'll see a timer, a countdown timer on my page, because I need people to see that in 24 hours, this is gone. It's done. It's going to go away. Sometimes people will see sales and they'll sit on the fence. Right now, these were 8 cents at AC Moore today, right? Because they're closing. This is going away. So I got to get this stuff now before they're gone. You want to create a space where people understand that they need to get their FOMO game on. You know, FOMO, fear of missing out. They need to be on FOMO alert, because fire sales are not sales that last forever. They are here now and then they go away. Now, countdown timers are helpful. You can also strategically say that in your sales copy. It's in my header. The header is not huge, but it's big. It says SistaSense fire sale, right? I can say SistaSense 24-hour fire sale. You can have a countdown timer so people can see that the time is going away and eventually it's going to be gone completely, right? And that's just a subtle thing to do. But again, for number 3, I mentioned to you, either you can put 3 things together or you can do a half off promotion. And I've done a couple of those. Now, when you go over to my fire sale, which is on sistasense.com, the clock is ticking. It's like 22 hours at this point when you go over there. Not only being able to grab some of those good goods, if that's something that you want to do, but being able to see how I put together my sales pages, my countdown timers. Some of them are in my store, and some of the offers are on individual sales pages. Now, do you guys want me to tell you what the difference is between the store pages and the individual sales pages? If you do, let me know. I can see only comments right now on Facebook and Instagram. So I'm limited. I'm sorry, Periscopers and YouTubers, but I am limited as far as how many devices I can see in front of me right now. Now, with that being said, yes, Donnie, 24. You got to make sure that you're very clear about that, how long your particular fire sale is going to be. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to go over to number 4. Number 4 for me, 4 parts. Now, you notice a theme here? Like, you notice a theme? 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts, right? Think about you being able to put something together, or do you already have something together that is 4 parts? I have something called my Simple Marketing Plan. It's a 4-part system. Right. I also have something called my 1111 business bundle. It's a breakthrough experience. And thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up, by the way. I appreciate that. Feel free to do that if you aren't doing it right now. If you're enjoying this session, and share it out, tweet it out, tag somebody here, you can do that as well. Okay. Now, number 4, as I mentioned, you can think about not only something that has 4 pieces of content in it, but maybe it's something that you're sharing and it's broken into 4 parts. So, for example, as I mentioned before, my Simple Marketing Plan is a 4-point plan. But then I also have my breakthrough bundle that includes 4 things. A clarity call with me, 1 year in my daily domination program, one of my newest ebooks, Pivot, 5 mistakes entrepreneurs make and how to fix them, plus a bonus gift. So it's got 4 items in there. So either 4 points or 4 items. How can you put something like that together for your audience? Okay. That is number 4 on this list of how you can come up with your own awesome fire sale. And again, this is something that you can actually see. You can walk through the fire sale that I've put together over on sizzlesense.com, but take note of these right here. Okay. Now, last thing that I'm going to share is can you guess what number 5 is? I mean, I think you probably see a pattern that I'm giving you, like 2 for 1, 3 for 1, 4 for 1, right? Put together a 5-pack bundle, right? 5 things, 5 hours, 5 pieces. Put together a 5-pack bundle. Now, let me pause before I even give you a few examples of some of the 5 packs that I've created. One of the things that you can consider is, even though it's a flash sale, you can give people a lot of information. And the more you add on, you can build bigger bundles. Funny enough, I'm doing a training for an amazing community next week, and I'm talking about secrets to turning $5 offers into 5-figure sales. Now, if you're in that community, you will see me, but if you're not, oh well. But I say that to say, you can turn these $5 offers, these, dollar deals, you can strategically turn them into consistent 4 and 5 figures for you, bringing that into your business, whether you choose to go hardcore and do that on a monthly basis, or get 4, not 4, but hopefully at the very least, 5 to 6 figures on an annual basis. We don't want you having 4 figures for the year, please, Lord, right? At the very least, 5 to 6 figures on an annual basis. You can definitely use low price point products and great deals to get to that point. So I've got a couple of examples. One of my clients that came out to my Fire Start Your Year weekend workshop, super, super excited, because literally the minute she sat down in the suite, she said, LaShonda, I need you to build me a website. Okay. I need you to know that that's happening. That's going down. So I said to her, no problem, because I've got this 5-page promotion. You can get 5 hours of updates or a 5-page custom website. So she said, okay, let me sign on the dotted line. I'm good. I'm in, right? So that is a great reduced rate, by the way, because normally when I do those 5-page custom websites, they're $1,000 and up, and doing a promotion where I can say, here, you can get 5 pages or 5 hours and it's 500. That is like slashing half the price. Remember, I said you can do a half off, right? Fire sales don't necessarily mean that everything that you're giving people is $1 or $5 or $2, right? You can have promotions where you're putting more in there, or you're offering premium offers that normally would cost more at a reduced rate, right? So think about it. When I was at AC Moore, there were things in there that were like normally $50 or $100, and now they're 80%. Those are going to be different than something that's like 8 cents. So maybe this was $1 or something because it was 80% off. I don't know. My math is horrible. But then there are other things that cost more. Even though everything in the store is 80% off, some of them have higher base price points than others. And I want you to keep that in mind, because just because I'm saying fire sale does not mean that everything that you give away, all your good has to be $1 today, right? You can have people invest in you and sign up, and that you can get sales of, depending upon what it is that you're selling, right? Again, 100, 200, 500 more, depending upon what's in your store. I just want you to be mindful of that, right? So I am a web designer. I do have premium services. So taking something that would normally be 1,000 and saying, well, I'm gonna slash it off and now it's 500, it's still a great rate, but it's not a dollar deal. Right? By the way, I do have one more spot for that 5 page or 5 hour update, and you can see that on the fire sale page as well. And then thinking about services that you offer, because remember I said to you, dollar deals, right? I said, Lord have mercy, please don't do a dollar service because I don't want you working that hard, right? But you can do services and fire sales and offer people great rates for some of your best experiences, right? So, for example, as part of my fire sale, I've got a combo 555 where you can get 5 calls with me, 5 months in my mastermind, my 5 point business plan, and it's at a great rate. But again, it's not $1. So I want you to be mindful that you can have higher price point offers and lower price point offers and combine the two. It's just about how creative you are with creating this kind of experience. Okay. So tell you about the differences between the sales pages and the store pages. Okay. So you'll see a combination of those on my website, right? Sales pages are different. One of the biggest difference between individual sales pages and stores, right? You go to a store, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Think Amazon. Oh, I can add that. I can add that. I can add that. Kind of like me going to AC Moore. Oh, I can put that in the cart. I can put that in the cart. Put everything in the cart, right? That's a store. Sales pages are designed for you to focus on selling one offer. So when you go to that sales page, it's not a store. You can't add a bunch of stuff into the cart. You're going to focus on selling one thing. So if you go to SistaSense and you see different offers that I'll have, you notice there's some of them, like the dollar deals, that's going to take you inside my store, a whole bunch of the $2 and $1, $5, and you can add this and add that, whatever you find that you need, and it's at that awesome reduced rate within the next 24 hours. You can grab it now before they go up, right? That's number one. But then number two, then you'll see some things are just like, okay, this is one offer. And in that space, you'll see that one thing at that one rate. Maybe you might see two offers where it says, okay, you can get this one thing for 5, or you can add all these things in there and now it's 30, right? But maybe that, like that kind of thing where you're getting this, or you want to add some more and get that. But again, it's not a store where you can put all this stuff in there and check out. So that's one of the biggest differences between the stores and sales pages. I oftentimes talk about that, and sometimes people will go, oh, I love your sales pages. Can I get rid of my store? And I'm like, no, because if you want people to be able to see all your stuff and put it in a cart, you can't do that with an individual sales page. That's a big difference. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of clarity. But if you want to see, make sure that you go over SistaSense within the next 24 hours before the fire sale is gone. Now, let's do a quick recap. Let's get back. But of course, if you do have any other questions for me, feel free to drop them into the comment box. Okay. So I said, hey, 5 ways for you to do a fire sale. Number 1, you can do dollar deals. Number 2, you can give them a 2-for-1 special. Number 3, you can put 3 things in a great bundle. Or number 3, you can half it off because we're in the middle. We're at number 3. You can do a half off 50% experience. Number 4, you can do 4-for-1. Or number 5, you can put 5 in a pack, right? So I want you to think about that. And when I talked about number 5, I said, let's be clear. There is not just an opportunity for you to drive sales, because it's not just about dollar deals here, right? It's also about bigger bundles at premium offers. Okay. So those are 5 recommendations that I have for you today. Whether you're watching live or via the replays, feel free to drop into the comment box from me so that I can see which of any of these recommendations you said, ooh, I kind of like that. That's number one. And number two, I challenge you to work on creating your own fire sale this week. So pick a day, pick a time, make it happen. Okay. So test out doing your own fire sale. Let me know if that's something that you're going to do. Feel free to drop that into the comment box, whether you're watching live or either replay. And I will do my best to jump back on here and share some more good for you guys next time. Okay. So of course, until then, if you do have any other questions for me, feel free to email sistasense@gmail.com. And of course, if you do want to see some of the good that I've got as part of the fire sale experience, you can take a look at those over at sistasense.com. So that's it for today, my dears. As I mentioned before, I know that I have all these different things. So I will be, as I go through these web classes, sharing show notes over on my Facebook Messenger. So if we're connected on Messenger, great. If we're not connected on Messenger, you can go over to sistasense.com/GAGD. Don't forget the www so that you can connect with me on Facebook Messenger. So when I do these web classes, I will be sharing show notes of all the replays and resources. So if you missed anything, you can get them. And those are going to be PDF documents, okay? Just because I needed to figure out a way to be able to still share these resources without you going, oh my God, LaShonda, how many links are you going to give me? I can't remember it all. So you can easily track that as part of the show notes. Okay. So again, you can find those when I start to send them out via Facebook Messenger exclusively. We got to be connected on Messenger. And again, you can connect with me when you go over to sistasense.com/GAD. That's it. Till next time.